Uh, am I live? Live. Two people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. I am Debbie, and Mark is with us on the telephone. Hi, Mark.
Good morning, everybody.
So it only says auto stop. It doesn't like have that highlighted, so it threw me off.
Yeah. And then I'm watching on the slow thing, so I got to kind of not watch.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You got to
it's way
not watch.
behind.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everyone. I'm happy to be here. Mark is not here. He is in Texas. He is working boy. He is working. So how are you doing, Mr. Mark?
Pretty good. I should have gave you a picture so you could put it up there.
I could hang it up here.
That's all right. But no, I'm down here. I'm running the satellite truck again, and we're doing some crickets for the whole month. So it's one way to start off. Boy, if I wanted to be home, this is, not a good way to start, but it's all good because I'm getting my sea legs back. I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to get on the road and start doing these sporting gigs again.
Yeah, and it's good that we won't have missed a beat, so we shouldn't have to dive into any of our savings, and we should be good to go. So that's a good thing. That's a positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just gonna little hardness here for 5 years, and then we're gonna retire high on the hog.
Yes, we're gonna save.
Absolutely.
If I can.
So what's going
on
in the news, Debbie?
Huh?
What's going on in the news, Debbie?
Oh, lots of stuff. So did everybody catch the Biden interview last night? It was just Steve Stephanopoulos pushing a lot on Biden's mental capabilities and his debate performance, and Biden acting like none of that happened, or it was just a bad night, and that his polls don't show him behind. And I mean, the interviewer pretty much said that Biden was going to lose the election, and Biden said, "Well, as long as I do my best, then that's okay."
Well, all I got to say about that is okay. They pushed Trump to have a cognitive test, right? Got a test, hoping that something would go wrong. But it didn't. He passed with flying colors. So just go get the test and put everybody that's worried and say, look, there you go. It's done. But he won't do that. So kind of like people used to push about a certain certificate that one president was, said he might have been born here in.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, don't
say too much.
Don't.
But all he had to do was provide a piece of paper, right?
Yes.
He didn't for the longest time, and then it wasn't the official. It was just some other thing. And I'm not going to say any more about that. Do your own research, people. But it was flaky. Why make the American people that hired you, wait? You should just say, okay, here it is. That's there. It's done. Well, take the cognitive test and let's move on. Okay. That's all.
Yeah. Well, Steve asked him that point blank. He asked him if he would go take a cognitive test, and Biden said no, he won't.
Well, that's the answer right there.
Yes.
He answered his own. He answered if he's able to or not.
Yes. And as far as him speaking, for the interview, he did a lot better than he did in the debate. So it was only a 20-minute interview, and it was held between the hours of 10 and 4 p.m. So there you go. So it was his good hours. So, and it wasn't live, but they said there were no cuts, and I didn't really see any cuts. So I believe them when they say that it was one cut.
Yeah. And one other thing I'll interject on this storyline is Stephanopoulos is a Clinton, camp. He's deep into the Clinton, probably Obama camp. So for him to push him, that means the Clinton camp wants him out. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, there are big donors pushing for him to get out, and some senators are putting together a coalition because now the senators that are up for reelection are seeing their numbers dive, and they don't want to go down with Biden. So, and he asked him that too. He said, "Okay, are you all right if you lose not only the presidency but the House and the Senate also?"
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's
yeah, he pushed him pretty hard. Pretty hard. So, and
like
also, there was a point you made about, oh gosh, now I've lost that train of thought. It was important. It was something else that he did say to him. I can't, oh
yeah.
my gosh, I hate whenever I do that. I
Well,
forgot.
again, 11 months ago, I could tell you with just the way they were talking that the switcheroo was in. It was going to, I didn't know when or how, but before the election, just by, the chatter and everything, that it was official. And if this doesn't scream official, then I don't know. There's no way he can recover from all this. Absolutely no way.
Yeah, he just basically he said the polls were wrong. He and yes, and for Linda, if she's in the chat, I'm not bashing Biden whenever we're talking about this. I actually think that it's sad what they're doing to him because he's got to be confused. I mean, he's just getting, it's just a fact of
Worse.
life. We're
Yeah.
all going to be there someday, right? When we
Yes.
have to be taken care of instead of being the taken care of. Oh, I know what the point was. During that interview, Biden said that he created NATO.
Yeah. Yeah. That's ludicrous, and it's just getting worse. And it's so obvious, and they have to guide them around. They have to help them get down, a step. It's getting really, really. It's just too obvious. They can't win with him, so I don't know who's stretching it out. Maybe they're getting so close to the switcheroo now that they're able to do this now. So whenever they get to the convention, it's a no-brainer, and they just push him out.
Well, they say his inner circle is getting really small, but the people in his inner circle are like pushing for him to keep running.
Yeah, the mob. I don't even know how I can explain this, but whenever I was in college, one person I knew at college said, "Hey, they're taking out the main mob boss," and we thought this guy was just trying to be, cool and hip. He was from New York, and he was Italian, so it was like we were like, yeah, whatever, I don't want to mention names, but he said, and we said, you're full of it, you just want to act like you're a mobber, right? You're in the mob family and stuff like that. Within 2 weeks, he was gone,
Yeah.
So whenever the chatter, even amongst the members, family members, knew they were going to take out the top guy, which blew my mind. I was like, we were really good friends with that, person at college after that. Nobody messed with him after. Nobody called him a fool or anything. We were like, okay, maybe he's telling us the truth. So, all I'm saying is, whenever the mob family's ready to take somebody out, the chatter's out there. It's a done deal.
All right, you want to get out to some other news?
Yeah, let's move along.
Let's see if I can run this pad of his. I'm like, I don't know how to run the fancy keyboard. So anyway, we have a lot of weather today going on in the United States. We also have the presidency, political stuff going on. And then we also have a lot of accidents and shoot things that happened on the 4th of July. So, and that's all news, guys. That's all news. There was a lot of stuff going on, like just bizarre accidents during the 4th of July. I'll put it that way. So we have Hurricane Burl track update. Category 2 storm makes landfall over Mexico. Path now heads toward Texas. So it's heading toward Texas.
Why it's heading for for Texas, and I can tell you where it's going to go over.
Where's it
Once
going
it
to
gets
go over?
inland, it's going to go over Dallas because I'm in Dallas, and my equipment or signal is affected by heavy rain. So yeah, it's coming here.
Yes. And I was going to research more on Miss Harris, Kamala, because my understanding is that she was not born in the United States. So I don't know. Nobody's talking about that right now. So
They,
she. So I don't know, but that was after the last cut in that we did about Biden stepping down. Ryan, the other brother, called and he was talking. He reminded me about how Miss Harris isn't from the United States. Yes, I know. I know Jennifer. Neither was somebody else that we know was. So I guess that's a moot point. But anyway. So we have this hurricane headed toward Texas. I didn't mean to get back to the political stuff. So my slides aren't in they're just in random order. So bear with me. All right. Then we have Biden. He does a rally yesterday, and he said he had big crowds, big crowds. Nobody has bigger crowds than Biden. He said on the interview. So Biden says,
oh my
"I'm
goodness.
running at Wisconsin rally. Calls debate a bad night in ABC interview." So there you have it. He's digging in his heels pretty hard.
From what I heard, because I didn't watch the interview, something about they had to go to the overflow room or something on his rally, but yet they never would span out and show, the people that were there at that Wisconsin, rally. So it's hard to, it's just funny. It's just getting sad, and he's mentioning that he has flood. What was I saying? Extra rooms for people to watch on screen or something like that.
Yeah.
Give me a
overflow.
break. Give me a
Overflow
break.
rooms.
Yeah, overflow. Yeah. Give me a
Yes.
break.
Okay, I'm giving you a break. Okay, so
I was pulling a Biden there.
you were. All right, so then evacuations ordered in New California. Why is it New California? Wildfire ignites in scorching heat wave. So we have a heat wave going on the West Coast. It's going to extend up the West Coast, causing fires in California. That's nothing new. That happens in the summertime usually. So lots of fires in California. So heads up, everybody, about if you're traveling out there or whatever.
I've got a fun fact from a Lone Cowboy Adventure about California, or it might have been the other brother. I'm not sure which. They're both truckers. But the fun fact is, first California started, it might have been from my coworker too, but I think it was from my coworker. But California was the first place to get DEF that you had to add in with your diesel to make it smell better and burn cleaner. And they made it mandatory, probably so some politician's son could get rich off of. But whatever, I digress. So they banned it. I mean, they might ban it in California because now the chemicals coming out the tailpipe of that are killing the vegetation and stuff like that.
Oh,
there you go.
well, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yes. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, they're talking about getting rid of what they mandated.
Right.
And, just like some kind of thing that you got in your arm, they mandate it. You got to get it to operate. And same with the truckers out there. Poor truckers got to get it. But now they're saying, just like something else, maybe it might not be good. Maybe it's worse. So it's just a mad world we live in.
Okay. So anyway, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, I know you are.
Lazy Days and MT both say that on Wikipedia it says she was born in Oakland, California. So there you have it.
Oh. So, I heard it was early, let's say 60s. I heard it was the place to be. Everybody wanted to live in California. It was beautiful, beautiful towns, beautiful everything, beautiful schools. I mean, it was just great. And then they just destroyed it over the years. And everybody wants out now.
Yeah. That's what I hear too. So then again, I have Burl over Gulf of Mexico will hit Texas storm to bring Louisiana rain and waves. So it's gonna. They say it's gonna hit on the other side of Texas, on the east
Well,
side of Texas. So
wow,
Anne,
that's crazy.
heads up on that. But I don't think she's at home right now.
Well, yeah, they all steer in and hit Houston. Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So there you have it. All right. So okay, here's some 4th of July news. There was it. Every other article was about something bad and disastrous that happened on the 4th of July. So driver who plowed into New York City 4th of July gathering and suspected DUI was a substance abuse counselor. So that happened in New York City at one of the gatherings that happened there.
Yep.
I just found it interesting how many, and there's going to be some different things that come up in here in a minute about stuff that happened on the 4th of July.
All right. Well, we are standing by.
Oh, you are standing by. Okay. 2 people unalive and 3 injured in July 4th attack in California Beach City. So there you go. Another incident. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if it was isolated, just like a dispute of some sort or whatever. But hey, we should just be having fun on the 4th of July.
Yeah, geez.
And then Thomas fire in Northern California forces evacuations as blaze rages. So another fire in California article. So anyway, the news was full of fires in California, the heat wave, and accidents that happened on the 4th of July.
Oh my God. What a great day.
And people asking for Biden to step down. So that was what all the news was in a nutshell for this week. So anyway, then we have a heat wave, like I mentioned. Death Valley will hit 130 degrees and could break world records amidst blistering heat waves. So all along the west coast, up into Oregon and Washington and California and Arizona probably, and all that area is having a bad heat wave right now. We got rain on the 4th of July, and here in Oklahoma, it is like it was like 68 degrees this morning.
Yeah, yesterday it was beautiful down here in Texas. It rained. I mean, it just barely rained a little bit, but it was beautiful. It was very comfortable, and so all that heat must be moving on its way up north a little bit further. Thank goodness.
Okay, and then we have from Illinois to Utah, firework mishaps claimed the lives and injured dozens this 4th of July. So lots of accidents with the fireworks. I heard one was like some guy set something off on his head and died. So there's that. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough times out there for everybody.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know why people are shooting themselves. And here's one for Jesse and Lisa. So, oh no, original Texas Buc-ee's location is destroyed in massive fire. So, this poor Buc-ee's, this was, I think, last Monday that this Buc-ee's went up in flames. And so, anyway, for all those people that love Buc-ee's, the original one is no more. So,
well, that's sad. Good, I don't know. I love them and hate them. If they're busy, I hate them. If they're average, business day, then they're great. But
yes.
Sometimes
yes.
you go in there, the parking lot's packed. Heck, there's you better take the pump number you were at before you go in to get your receipt or something, because there's got to be 100 pumps.
So, yeah, it is a very busy place. I've only been there once, but it was fun. It was fun to go, and I loved looking at all the things that they had there, because I like to shop and everything. So, but yeah, it was busy.
Yeah.
Yes, Ginger. Mark is in Texas. He is a working man now, and he is on the phone with me this morning. We're gonna next week we will figure out hopefully how to get him into the broadcast, but I didn't have enough brain cells to do that this morning.
Yeah, let's not push Debbie too far on the first show while I'm on the road. But whenever we get time, we'll get it. So I'm just in a box, and it'll be good audio, and it'll be like real time, so we can talk, and it would be a lot smoother. And yeah, we'll just have the two boxes off to the side of me and you, and the pictures of the news on the right, and it'll almost be like I'm there.
Yes. So Mark was supposed to have a month, and then last Monday it became 3 days. So
Yeah,
we had to jump into gear and get him all ready, and he left on the 4th of July. Somehow he always leaves on holidays.
absolutely. Yeah, any important dates, or if anything breaks at home, I'll be on the road for sure.
Mhm. Yes, for sure. So anyway, but it it's weird, but it feels like old times, I guess.
Does it already?
It
Have you already
does.
got back into March on the road mode?
Yes, I've been cleaning the house and getting everything ready and all that kind of good stuff. So,
Good.
all
And
right.
you'll be working here soon, so
And
you'll
I
be
will be.
busy.
In August I will be back to work, and I will be happy, and you will be happy, and we will be happy, and we will grow that nest egg and not go negative for a few
Yeah,
years. So,
yeah,
that
yeah.
will be a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No,
Uh,
it was good. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead. I was continuing with the news. You go ahead.
Oh, all I was gonna say is, yeah, that somebody needed knee surgery, and just the way things were panning out, it was best for me, my boss to bring me back, and so I'm running a big truck right now instead of a Sprinter, which, I'll get by with it. I'll make it, but I should only have it for like this whole month, which this whole month I'm parked right here, so I just got to drive this truck around and operate it maybe 2 to 4 weeks after I'm done with this job. So I'll just hang in and gut it out with this huge truck, and then I'll get back into a Sprinter size, which I'll be more happy. I know this is boring to people. I just wanted to
Yeah.
tell why I was on the
Well,
road and why we weren't set up.
well, Mike was asking from MT Homestead why you weren't here and what you were doing. Mark has gone back to his old job running a satellite truck. So he is a working man now, and right now he is down in Texas doing cricket, exciting, thrilling cricket for a month. So he is set up down there, and so he's in one location for this month, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, just good that his boss called him up and asked him if he wanted to come back to work, and he said yes. And so we are easing into it and getting everything getting back used to it. It's been 4 years, so it's different.
Yeah, and I guess whenever I get my Sprinter back, I can start a side channel where van life.
Yes, you can. You can just do
Because
like daily vlogs of where you're at or where you eat at or whatever. Yes.
I could give reviews on local restaurants, and say what event I'm doing, where I'm at, which sporting event I'm doing. I don't know. That'd be a lot of work on top of doing my job, so I probably won't do that, but it would be funny.
Oh, so
You are.
TJ said that cricket isn't boring. So he said to post on Facebook. So
It's
anyway,
crazy. Our my client was telling me all about it and how they score, and how you can get out, and so I was a little confused at first, but I think I'm getting it down a little bit.
yeah, I've just never seen a cricket game, so I wouldn't know. But he's got a client from another country, and that's who he's working for. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So I don't know if I read this next highlight or news story or not. So at least 11 unalive and dozen shot across Chicago in violent 4th of July. So there's Chicago at its best. Um,
Yeah, but it won't make news. Big, national news. It just will be.
Yeah, because I'm
That's
sure
it.
it's
It doesn't fit their
it
agenda.
doesn't
So
fit
blah
their
blah.
agenda. Yes, it doesn't. So
But that's a lot.
yes, that's a lot for one day, but I guess that's normal for Chicago. I don't know how there's any people left in Chicago if that many people are unalived every day. So,
Yeah.
so who knows? All right, so then back to the wars that are raging overseas in the Middle East and NATO. So with Biden saying how he started NATO and he's taking care of the Middle East, and I'm thinking, well, because of NATO, that's why Ukraine got into a war, and the Middle East is basically on fire right now. So I'm thinking that you're not doing a very good job over there in the Middle East and in NATO. So anyway, but Hezbollah launches big attack on Israel. Sonic booms rattle Beirut. There comes up that name, Beirut. I wonder what could have been there a few years ago.
Yeah. Maybe some port with. Speaking of our Independence Day, we like to launch fireworks where they said it was a fireworks plant because they love their fireworks, I guess, over in Beirut. but they had the chemicals to some fertilizer to make explosive devices and stuff like that in that port, and it almost blew the whole city up whenever it went up.
Yeah, it
So
did. That was back when Mark had a dream about a
I
black and
yeah,
red fire.
and white,
Yes,
black and
smoke
white,
bomb.
black, red, and white mushroom cloud. And
Yes,
if you
and
looked at the chemicals of that, there was portions of the cloud that was black, white, and like rust, but I'd call it red. I did. It happened the next day after my dream. So there you go. I don't know if it was anything, but
yeah, yeah.
it wasn't.
I heard that too, Jennifer. I think I have an article about that. Biden said he was the first black. Didn't he say black woman president? I think he said black woman president. But yes,
Yeah,
yes, Johnny. In the interview that he did last night with Steve, say his last name, Mark
Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos. He said that he founded NATO. So that was the one thing that stood out to me because I don't think so. So
I can remember his name because of
Stephanopoulos.
the what was the kids show Sesame Street. They
Oh,
had a
because of the
they
furry
had
little, yeah,
a
Stephanopoulos. They had a,
they had something. It sounds just like his name almost. It's close.
yes, it
So
does.
I
It
just go,
does. Stephanopoulos.
just FYI.
Yeah.
This is the kind of information you're going to get from two old people on a couch.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ukraine, Partisans blow up railway carrying North Korea weapons. So partisans, Ukraine partisans blow up railway carrying North Korea weapons. That's a tongue twister. All right, so North Korea is kind of getting into it with Russia, like being allies, and they're trying to get weapons, I think, to Russia. And Ukraine blew up this train that had the weapons on it. So just so that everybody knows that North Korea is kind of jumping into it with Russia.
Oh yeah, that's gonna. It, everything's calm and normal out there. Oh my gosh, I'm like, come on. I mean, it's big whenever Hezbollah has a major attack. Well, that means it's game on. It's just going to get really ugly over there. It's game on with Russia being attacked behind in its territory with our weapons. It's just I knew this year was going to be one for the record books because it's an election year and it hasn't let down yet.
No, it hasn't, for sure. Okay, Biden bad week just got worse after he said, here we go, Jennifer, said he was the first black woman to serve with a black president.
Oh my God. He's done. It's
yeah. Who
knows what? Maybe underneath the mask, he's somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. But yes, it's nuts what's coming out of his mouth. I think he didn't do good. He he said a little speech thing on the 4th of July, and I don't think that went very good either. So,
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
done.
So, yeah. So here we got verbiage for people that like to read. He says he's proud to be the first black woman to serve with a black president. He had a disastrous debate with former President Donald Trump, and Biden has said he needs to get more sleep and stop holding events after 8 p.m. That's what the reports say. So, from what I heard, is he does most of his work between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So those are his functioning hours that he has. Good morning, Colleen. I hope you're okay
Now,
down there in Jamaica.
now, did you hear about the snuck in audio tape that Trump had out on the golf course? Did you hear about
I
that, Debbie?
I do have that too. I have that in a minute
Okay.
coming up.
All
So
right. I'll leave it alone then for a little bit
yeah.
longer.
All right. Jill Biden quietly feeds lines into Joe Biden's ear, reminding him of a mega donor's name and saying to thank them, reports say. So here you have Jill. She's like pulling the strings behind Biden, trying to keep him in sync. So helping him with all the names and everything like that. I have heard a lot of chatter coming out from the aides at the White House saying that like he can't remember people's names and all that kind of stuff.
I just don't know. Are the is Jill and Hunter just scared to death right now, and to keep their, like, if he goes down, the rest of them go down or something like that. I don't know. They are definitely, they know. And are they that stupid to know that it's not working? Whatever they're doing is not working. It's getting worse and worse, and they just got to give up. I mean, they have to have something to be feared of because they just keep perpetuating this and trying to stay in power. But I don't think.
Well, I hear, and this is a very scary. If you thought everybody else that is running on the Democratic ticket is scary, I heard that Hunter Biden has his eye on the White House. What makes him qualified to run the White House is beyond me, but he wants to run in 2028, so that might be some of their motivation.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Flyover news, I heard that. I was watching a guy that I always watch, Agenda Free TV, and people kept saying that in the chat, but there were no like official news articles that came out about that. But yes, I heard last night people kept posting and saying that there was a medical emergency on Air Force One after his rally, but I can't find no news articles or anything replicable to back that up.
Yeah, back it up.
Yes, but I did hear that too. So I was interested in it. I was wanting to find out what was going on, but I couldn't find anything. So, but I did see that. Also, I recently got on Twitter. I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm hoping to figure out Twitter, and hopefully then I can start giving you some more news, some Twitter news. X as they say these days. I left you speechless.
What else you got?
Okay, Disney's heiress, wealthy Democrat donors say they won't finance the party until Biden drops out. So now you have the big donors saying that they're not going to back Biden, his run for the presidency. And now in the photos that they post to Biden, it's weird how the media just flipped. I mean, they flipped on a dime, man. It was like they couldn't give you more good news about Biden. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's not fine. You know, they just flipped.
Yeah, within 48 hours of doing the debate, they were, praising him and saying he's sharp as a tack. But here's where it all backfires from him. And, once there was a bad thing. Now, if all the media says after that, that he was fine, like he blew it out of the park. then everybody knows it's fake media. They know it's fake news, and it's over. Like, not only is he over, but then the media's over. So, man, they're in a rough spot because they have to say he's bad. There's just no way, or everybody's going to lose the trust. A little bit of people that still have the trust in the media that don't do their own research are going to be, they would be gone too. So now they're like, Trump's a liar, and Biden's got cognitive issues, but they're throwing in a bad thing on Trump on top of a bad thing on him.
Yeah, that's what Biden in his interview, he said Trump lied 28 times and was yelling when they cut off his mic. Now, I thought Trump showed a lot of restraint at the debate. I did not hear him yelling. You would think you would still hear him if he was,
No, I think he's a smart man. He played it smart. They never cut his mic. He never was yelling, not once. And so, he's lying now. It's fine, because if you go back and watch it, Trump knew what to do. He knew just to let him talk. And I mean, one time he felt probably sorry for the guy too. Probably not, but he was like, I don't know what he said. That's all. That's about the meanest thing he did that whole night, which is crazy for Trump, to remain that calm. And so he's just burying himself even deeper now.
Okay, and then the other night they had all the Democratic governors there to meet with Biden, and they came out and they reassured the public, saying that Biden was okay. And I'm like, why doesn't Biden just come out here and tell us that he's okay? Why the governors? But he needs to sleep more and plans to stop scheduling events after 8 p.m. So here we are back to not doing anything. I just believe that we need a president that is high energy, that can, they have to be alert.
If you watch the governors come out and say, he's fine, and Governor Whitmer or whatever, like, he's fine, he's gonna, like, they all look like they were sad, like they all knew that they were coming out there going, well, this might be the end of my career. They just all looked so bad, saying, we can't lie about this anymore, or else we're going down with them.
Yeah, I know, Johnny. That's right. Biden, for 6 hours a day, he leads the free world. Yeah. The rest of the time, he's not able to. So that's not good, I don't think. All right. Nearly 300 rockets fired at Israel by Iran. Actually, I don't think it was directly Iran. I think it was Hezbollah. So everything is still kind of going off over there in the Middle East against Israel, and everybody's still fighting over there. So again, none of this happened while, and I'm just saying, it was pretty calm. The Republicans are supposed to have always been like the people that want war, and the Democrats have always been the people that don't want war, as far as I always felt like that was the narrative, right? But now it's like, it seems like it's flipped.
Well, they used to make it sound like, these other countries, were attacking America, and they did, with the 9/11s allegedly. But they always made it sound like, we were defending, the American people whenever we started these wars and stuff. And here we find out, no, it's not the case. It's all, and so the Democrats are always trying to push, like, they're just warmongers, and we were like saying we have to defend America, and we were duped. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like most of the time when we've entered a war or conflict, we've been duped.
Yeah,
that's hard for this conservative Republican to say. So,
no, but at least we can. At least we can say,
I can admit
I did my research.
Yeah. That I was wrong about
I was wrong.
a lot of things. So here we have Trump. He's on the golf course. He says she's so pathetic. In leaked video, Trump claims Biden to quit and Kamala is beatable. So that's what he said on the golf course. But I think he's speculating just like everybody else is speculating. So until Biden decides he's going to quit, I think it's going to be
Well,
hard for anybody to make him.
he didn't really claim that he would. He's out. He said, pretty much, yeah, he's out, and then he, ripped on Kamala pretty pretty hard.
Yeah.
But so if somebody comes across this audio, they're like, oh, he's crazy. Well, Trump doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, he said this because he might have wanted it to leak out. Because then whenever
he did want it
happened,
to leak. It was pretty obvious that it wasn't just like a mistake. He knew what he was doing. He's wearing his like official T-shirt. He's got his "Make America Great" hat on. He knew what was going on.
Yeah. So now, whenever it happens, he can say, "I told you so."
Yep. And we told you so 11 months ago. Okay. So now 11 months ago, we have Michelle Obama, maybe the best person to replace Biden and beat Trump, but she's unlikely to step up. So we got Michelle Obama saying she is not going to run. So I could see that. I mean, why would she want to? Now, is there going to be pressure for her to step up and do that? I don't know.
It just depends. They're living a good life right now. They've got their millions and everything, and they're going on vacations and living in their mansion in a Republican rich neighborhood.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't get me started. So it all depends. Like if they have some dirt on her or him, then then maybe she'll have to. They'll force her to jump in to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I don't think she wants. I think she's just enjoying being rich and living a good life and not having to deal with all the troubles and everything. So that's my two. If she does run, she probably has to.
Yeah. So also when Vice President Harris is putting things out there, I saw that she is wanting a white man to be the vice president. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but yeah. So
we live in a clown world.
We do. Oh, you know who fits that description?
Newsom.
Yep. That's who fits that. Okay, and we've already talked about this. The ABC News interview with Biden will now air on primetime special on Friday. So I think it wasn't supposed to air until next week, and they moved it up, which is kind of odd. I think there's a lot of pressure on him to step down. I heard that he's going to step down on Monday. That's what the rumor is, that he's going to step down on Monday. Is that true? I don't know. He seems to be digging his heels in pretty deep.
Well, silver kept on going up. It was up to 31.90. I think it almost broke the 32 again, but then it backed down a smidge. But
yeah, well, that's good.
I've been looking for that. I think whenever it makes a major, push, then I think a lot of the real economy news and stuff is finally going to leak out, along with his cognitive state and stuff. But that's just one of my theories.
Ooh, is that true? Flyover News. He says campaign is canceling events. I hadn't seen that yet. I looked this morning to see if anything would broke on it, but I'll have to look into that and see if that's true. Because if that's true, then maybe.
That's a good indication that it might be done. They're like, if there's no events, that means he might be making an announcement.
He might. We'll see. Okay, Flyover News says yes. So I think this is the last slide. U.S. employers adds 106,000 jobs in June. So more people working.
Well, I'm working now.
Yep, Mark's working. He's one of those new jobs. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Going back to me. All right. So that is all the news that we had today. It was quite a bit, but yes, like Lila said earlier, she said it was kind of a quiet week, and it was kind of a quiet week.
Now, now, Miss Debbie, do you want to get out to the marina, and I will drop off, and I'll let you solo for the last 15
Oh my
minutes? Or
gosh. Well, I don't have anything to talk about now.
why no? I did,
Okay.
and
Out to the marina. Okay, I'm out to the
I'll tell
marina.
you what. You handle either a call or answer, watch the chat like you like to do, and you either get a phone call or you can answer the chats.
Okay, sounds great.
And I'll get back in. I can't do this and chat at the same time, so
Okay, you
I
get
will
in
be
the
a
chat.
chatter.
Yeah, be a chatter.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna
thank you for
drop off.
joining me. Oh,
But
look, there's nobody here beside me.
bye everybody, and thanks for tuning in, even though I'm gone. And maybe Debbie will bring my puppy dog in at the end of the show so I can see her too. But I'm
Oh,
gonna drop off. Love y'all, and I will be chatting.
all right. Oh yeah, I will. Okay, so anyway, if you would like to call in and give me your opinion on anything going on. I'm sure most people in the chat think that Biden is probably dropping out of the race, but if you disagree with that opinion, then call in. I sort of wish he wouldn't because I think he is having a hard time right now. So we will see. Um, I don't know about all that. Yeah, I'm not like good at small talk, and I think I did really well to talk for 45 minutes, but of course I had Mark on the phone. It's always better to have somebody to bounce off of. So tonight is chilling with the Gillums. Is that right? Chilling with the Gillums. So check out Chilling with the Gillums. If you send me a link, oh, Johnny doesn't think he's dropping out. Look at that. So, if it's Chilling with the Gillums, put up the link and everything. And if you send me an invite for tonight, then maybe I'll join you tonight because I am here all by myself. I'm going to be working on a video for Debbie's Mindless Happy Place and some summer crafting going on here since Mark left. I can craft again since he's not here to stop me. So, oh, and Christine doesn't think he's good. I think he's dug his heels in pretty deep, but I think the writing might be on the wall. So, that makes me worried for his safety. Last week, or when we did our cut in today, um, when we did our cut in this week, somebody put in the comments below, and they said that they thought he would like be unalive. Like, not that somebody would do something to him, but that he's going to pass away of natural causes or something. So that was weird. I got a call coming in.
Call from Ryan, other brother.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, I heard a rumor. I
Okay.
heard you kicked Mark out and he's living in a silo somewhere.
He is. He is. He is in his silo that he's building, but I'm not going to live there.
Yeah. I just want to say real quick, without saying the name, I don't know if y'all get mine, but he was born to see because one of his parents was a U.S. citizen. You don't have to be born in the United States.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Ryan. Breaking up.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah, better. Better.
Yeah. So Kamala, none of her parents were natural born citizens. So legally she cannot be a president, but we know how they follow laws and rules. So I don't know what will happen with that.
Okay, so what you're saying is her parents were not citizens of the United States.
Nope, they weren't.
Even though they were here, right? And she was born in the United States, right?
Yep. That does not make her a natural born citizen. One of your parents has to be born
in the United States.
You know, legally. They got to be here legally.
Yeah. So that
So,
makes sense. I'm reading the chat again. I will, Christine.
but
So
what? I don't know if Biden will step out. Trump did say that he was on a golf cart, say something about he's getting ready to step down or he's pushing them out or something to that effect. So I don't know what'll happen, but it's gonna be interesting.
yeah, it will be interesting for sure. So I
Yeah.
just think I know if I was older and I was becoming senile, I would hope somebody wasn't pushing me to work, and especially that job.
Well, I don't think Obama is in the basement pushing anybody. I think what is happening is it's the good guys, the white hats, showing people how corrupt they could be. It with all these executive orders that Biden has extended that Trump put in place, I don't think that's him because those executive orders can put him in jail. So why would he extend that?
Yeah, I don't
So
know. I don't know. Yeah. So
that
yeah,
doesn't
I
make a
know.
lot of sense to me. So
Mhm.
I think it's the white hats or good guys showing everybody how corrupt they could be, and everybody's playing their part in all this.
Yeah. I
But
know.
that's just my thoughts.
Yes, I know Jennifer Ocean Homestead that's in the chat. She agrees with you 100%. I know where
And
she stands and I know where you stand.
it if y'all want to hear a better explanation of it, go to Rumble and look up Derek Johnson, 1776
Okay.
Nation,
All right.
and he explains all the executive orders and all that, and how Trump is still commander in chief of the military.
Yeah, I mean, I had heard all that back when the election went down and how he put in some sort of order that swung it. I can't think of what it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but
Yeah.
all those that Biden's been extending, can throw him in jail. So if he was really commander in chief, well, if you had the opportunity to get out of jail, wouldn't you take it? Wouldn't
Yeah.
you let those executive orders fail? I would,
Mhm.
or pass on. I wouldn't re-extend them. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
That's
We'll
just my
see.
thoughts on it.
Yeah,
But
I think it's all interesting. I really still I don't think he'll be the nominee whenever it comes down to it, but I think he's going to fight it tooth and nail right now.
yeah, I think he's staying in there right up till it's too late for him to replace him. When he does step out, it's all chaos. They ain't got time to get anybody else in there to run.
I wonder if that could be because I've always said they're going to cancel the election. Also,
That's a possibility. And remember, man, you talked about this. If Biden steps down and Harris can't be president, then it goes to Johnson, Speaker of the House.
yes,
So that would be interesting too.
yeah, and he could not run, but still stay in as president.
Yeah. I
But
don't know. We got 100 different theories, but
yeah, I
we'll
know.
see which one happens.
Yeah, we will. It'll be interesting. I find it very interesting right now. It's an interesting time in America history. So I do worry that we are slowly losing our country, and I worry that somebody will attack us, or there's going to be a big event that happens and goes down.
Yeah, I hope that ain't the case, but yeah, they're definitely showing that we're a weak country right now. So
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's a
It
real
doesn't.
possibility.
It's not a good look for our commander in chief to be uh, having the issues that it seems that Biden is having.
Yeah, using the bathroom on live TV.
Well, I don't. They also show that was him just sitting in the chair. So yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell what that was or isn't. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
yeah.
I don't know. He just says bizarre things that are just simply
Yeah,
are
he
not
does.
true.
If you can understand them.
Yeah, if you can understand what he's saying. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to finish cooking up breakfast. I thought you done good today.
Oh,
Done a
well,
good
thank
job.
you. Thank you very much. Are you at home?
Yes, I leave out Monday.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you're home.
Going to Mississippi.
All right. Were you home for the 4th?
Yeah, I got in about 10 o'clock
Oh,
yesterday, or on the 4th,
on the 4th?
10
All right.
o'clock in the morning.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you're getting to
But,
see the family.
yep. But all right. Well, I'm going to get off here, and y'all have a good one. Go look up Derek Johnson, 1776 Nation on Rumble. And
Wendy
he
with
does
Hardneck
he does all them
Farms.
executive orders.
Wendy with Hardneck Farms says she listens to him.
Okay, yeah. Maybe she can put a link in there or something.
Yeah. I'm sure
But,
maybe Jesse can figure that out.
yeah, because I ain't sure exactly the name. I know it's 1776 Nation, but I don't know if it's or what. There's so many people that's faking his.
All right.
But all right, well, I got to run. I got to finish breakfast.
Okay, you finish breakfast.
Yep, y'all take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, I know that. Lazy days. But I think it's going to get really bizarre. I mean, you remember how bizarre the last election was with them thinking that we needed to all be locked in our homes and having drop boxes and all this kind of stuff. I know that Bill Frenchie, she just voted for in the France election, and she did it on her phone. So that is great. I mean, that is wild that she just did it on her phone, and you wonder about all the things that could go wrong with that. Yeah, Rumble is a very conservative version of YouTube for the most part. Yes. Yes, I agree with that comment. Flyover news. So, all right. Ryan. Ryan is still there. Do I need to hang up? No. Trying to hang up. Ah, I hung up now. I guess maybe I needed to hang up. So, anyway, he was still on there somehow. So, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not for sure what's all going to go on, but I know that the next few months are going to be wild and crazy. So we will see what happens with all that in the future. So anyway, I'm getting close to my hour. Oh, let's see the puppy. All right, I'm going to go get the puppy. I will be right back. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. I'd like to bring furry friends back too, so this is a good time to mention that. So, Furry Friends was a segment that we used to do where everybody sent us their pets on twooldpeopleonacouch at gmail.com, and then we put up your pets on our show, and along with your name and your channel and everything, and it was a good segment, and I miss Furry Friends. So I know Lila liked Furry Friends, and so I'd like to get back to doing a few Furry Friends. So send us your pets at twooldpeopleonacouch at gmail.com. Yep. She's disinterested. So, okay. So, yeah. So, Nana, send us your furry friends and we'll get that back up and going for everybody. I just haven't had any furry friends in a long time. So, I made it to an hour. Yay. So, I'm going to jump out of here. And so, it's been a good show. I appreciate everybody that's joined us. And so, remember, until next time, do your own research and be prepared. And wait and wait and wait. Everybody have a great weekend.